friends. Oh, why can't I connect it? Oh, hello. Say hello. I'm back again. This time we're crafting. We are crafting, my friends. Sean. Hi, Teresa. Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Hello, Dawn. Ugh. Okay, so right now, triple dose, right? Thanks, Tina Kelly, and happy birthday to your daughter. It's your daughter that turned 16 today too, right? Tell her she has an amazing birthday. Hello, hello. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. Gonna party like it's your birthday. Drink Bacardi. White Claw, maybe. Hello. Okay, so right now I am going to be doing kit 023. It is on the large board. Now this kit, I have my mini fridge down here. You guys want to see? I still don't know who sent it. Look at my mini fridge. And then you open it and it's got bubbly. Okay, I am making a flower with kit 023. There are so many ways you can do this kit because you can do it as a daisy chain petal, which will look fabulous because it's black, white, and pink. We love black, white, and pink together. That's Lori's favorite trip of color. So you get a full roll, and these are all wide foil mesh, so you'll see that they're super sparkly. Okay, so you get the hot pink. This white is a white wide foil iridescent, so it's sparkly. And then the black is a wide foil black metallic, and it's too sparkly. So you can do this however you want. I'm going to be using the Rita petal and making a flower with it because it's got a fabulous 8-inch sign. Of course, it says welcome. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for all the happy birthdays. It's got a little hummingbird. It's got hibiscus flowers. It's really, really pretty sign. It is 8-inch metal sign. So I am going to put this in the center of my flower because flower wreaths sell, my friends. They sell really, really well. Because they're so neat looking, meaning neat and tidy. And, you know, they don't have ribbon tails all over the place and all that stuff. So I like to make flower wreaths. These are my favorite. So what I'm going to do is I am going to rough up the back of this sign. Okay, just with a little piece of sandpaper. And why I'm roughing this up is when we're going to glue the cable mount to the back of the sign, if you scratch it up a little bit, it gives the glue something to grip. So I just take a little piece of sandpaper and kind of scratch it up. And this works, it really, really helps with the glue sticking and everything. Okay, you guys can't see that it's roughed up, but I can feel it. You don't want to go too deep; that'll go through the front of the sign. Are you okay, Dave?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All I hear is, "Oh no!"
I know, because I dropped my cup with all my cherry tomato plants in it.
Aww.
Hopefully they'll be okay.
All right, so in the kit, you do get your cable mount and the pipe cleaner. I'm going to take this adhesive padding off. Hi, Dawn. Hi, everybody. Oh, thank you guys all for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. So we're going to peel this off. because this adhesive that's on the plastic, it will give way in the heat. So we're just going to glue it right to the metal. Now I do have cable mounts en route that do not have the adhesive, so soon you won't have to peel all this off. Yeah, the cherry tomato plant, he's out in his grow up there. He's so proud. He's got cucumbers coming up from seed. He's so cute with his little garden. All right, so I got some hot glue here, and I got some E6000 here. That's her granddaughter? Oh my gosh, I didn't read it, like, fully. Oh, there goes the alarm system. Okay, I'm going to put some E6000 just in the center of my cable mount. And this E6000 does help bond the cable mount to the metal permanently. And then I'm going to put hot glue around the outside of the cable mount that will bond it temporarily so that we can use it. And then it is an eat-in sign. We can do right there. I'm just eyeballing it, so that's pretty much the center. Yes, the party's tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and 7 Central, or I don't know, whatever time your zone you are. Ask Siri what time 8 Eastern Time. Thank you, Kim, for the birthdays. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side now and let it dry. So I am using the large board, and on the large board, we are going to be using row 2. I am using row 2 every hole. Now, you guys don't have to do this. This is kind of excessive, but I'm just packing in the black. So row 2, I'm going to be using the black. I like the black on the outside. It almost gives the whole flower like a frame almost. So I like to use the black. And then row 3, I am going to be using the hot pink. And row 4 and 5, I'm going to be using the white iridescent. Okay, so row 2, what you're going to do is you're going to preload row 2, the normal holes. Okay, and then we're going to go back. Once you've preloaded the normal holes, go back and we're going to then preload the shared holes. So in between these two. So on row 2, we're going to have 32 petals. I know it's really excessive, but it looks really fabulous like that. So when you are finished loading row 2, it is going to look like complete stitching on the back. Okay, so you need 32 black. Now you can just do the normal holes and use just 16. It will look fine like that too, because we're going to be using 16 or 32 on row 2. You can use 16. We're going to be using on row 3. I'm not using the normal holes. So the normal holes is these right here, and it's got the number 3 here. However, I'm going to be using the shared holes. So down and up the bigger space. So it's got a bigger space here. And then down and up. All right, and then we're going to skip the normal holes. So we're going to skip here, and then we're going to start zip ties here, skip here, all the way around. And then on row 4, we are only going to do the normal holes on row 4. And then row 5, I'm going to do all 8. Okay, so I've preloaded and started my flower already, because it's the same petal for the whole wreath. So this is the back of my wreath. Okay, so you can see it looks like stitching on row 2 all the way around. Row 3, you got 2 small space, 2 small space, 2 all the way around. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. The hot pink. And then the normal holes on row 4, which is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then row 5, you're going to put the normal holes and the shared holes. So you're going to have 8 on row 5. All right, so that's what we're doing. And we're going to be making the Rita petal. So this is actually looking pretty fab. Ouch. I was doing it upstairs. So I cut all my mesh. I did wood burn most of them. I say most because I decided to add a lot more black after the fact. So I didn't wood burn that. And then we're going to have, once we're finished, the sign is going to go in the middle. Look how pretty that is. It's going to be fabulous. Okay, so the petal. I'll remove some of this. Let me grab a buble out of my fridge. And there is buble in that case that was sent to me that I've never even heard of before. Like this pineapple coconut buble. We don't have this one here in Canada. So that's pretty fabulous. I know, I'm looking forward to tonight. Hi, Leah. I'm looking forward to tonight too. All right, let's get this started. So I cut my mesh. Now, again, I can't reiterate enough. Thanks, Tom Hutton. Measure your mesh, okay? Because for some reason, the wholesaler, the measurements are not right on the tags. So like this says 10 by 10 yards. I have measured mine. I always measure. And this one is 10 1/4. Now, when you're needing a perfectly square piece, that actual 1/4 inch does make a difference. And I went and measured my black, and the black is actually 10 1/2. So whatever your measurement is on your mesh, cut it like that. Because for this petal, we need a square. So this black, I did 10 1/2 by 10 1/2. And the pink and white were 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. Okay, I know it's a pain, but just double check your measurements. I don't know what's going on with the wholesaler, but they're tricking us. All right, so once you got your mesh cut, here's my piece. This is the Rita petal. What we're going to do is use curl up. Of course, I grabbed the curliest piece. Let's try a piece that's not so curly. Now, if you only do 16 black on row 2, 16 hot pink, and 16 white, you will have more than half a roll left. So technically, you can make 2 flowers. 2 flowers out of the 3 rolls of mesh. Okay? So this is all the white I have left. You can see that there's quite a bit. There's the hot pink. So in a roll, you get about 35 to 36 pieces. And if we're doing 16 on each row, or 8 on 4 and 8 on 5, each row has 16 pieces. You will have enough to do another flower. Okay? So let's get this started. Curl up. Ooh, that one has a run, but I'm not going to worry about it. Curl up. Turn it into a diamond shape in front of you. Take the top corner, bring it down to the bottom corner. Okay, and if you have a nice square piece, the edges will meet up. So because I measured mine and realized the black was 10 1/2, I did cut it at 10 1/2, and it sure is 10 1/2 because you can tell because everything matches up. If I cut it at 10, when it was really 10 and a half, nothing would line up properly, okay? So we're taking the top corner, bringing it down to the bottom corner. A little trick I'm going to show you is if you flip the bottom corner, because normally we just scrunch right up the middle, right, to the center. However, if you flip the corner, the bottom corner, in behind like that, and then scrunch up, it forces the petal to kind of curl under, and it makes a much nicer petal. So I only learned that from playing around with the mesh. So it makes a great petal when you curl, when you flip that bottom corner underneath the mesh, okay? So you're going to flip it up, and this is the very inner of the mesh, so it's really curly. You're gonna make sure that both ends of the petals are the same length. Then you're gonna take where you folded, pinch it, and we're gonna put it right into the zip tie. Now, first thing I'm doing, now we did every hole on row 2. I'm going to first put the mesh in the normal hole, the normal set hole, like that. And then we'll do another piece. So again, you don't have to use 32 pieces, but I like the fullness that the black is giving for the outside row. Let's do it again. 10 and a half by 10 and a half. Your curl side up. You want your factory edges, top left, bottom right, top corner. Bring it down to the bottom corner. And your edges will all match up if it's perfectly square. You can also, if you have some clips, you can take a clip and clip the corner. And then you can clip the other corner. Alrighty, and there we go. So you have a triangle shape, and then I found if you just flip this bottom corner just back a little bit and then scrunch up, it makes a much nicer petal formation. So that's perfect Rita petal. Okay, so make sure that they're both the same size. Then you're going to take, now if they're not the same size, say if it's, you know, you flipped it up and it's like this, what you're going to do is adjust down at the bottom. You're going to adjust it to get your petals the same length. Thank you, everybody. All right, now once you have your petals the same length, you're going to take the folded area, I call it the nub, and place it into the zip tie, about 1/2 inch into the zip tie. Hello, everybody. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. And I'm going to put this over here and then do it up. So what you can do is on row 2 is go around and do all the normal holes. And then we're going to go back, once you have all the normal holes on, I'm going to go back and put some more black on to give it that full black frame. So we need 3 more. And once I've done the normal, I'm going to go and do the shared holes here. And it's kind of going to sit on top of these petals that I just did. It just gives it a more 3-dimensional look. However, if you're wanting to save mesh and actually use all 3 rolls to make 2 flowers, then just do the normal holes on row 2. So flip the corner under, scrunch it up, and flip it. So when you do it under, what it's doing is it's forcing the petal to kind of roll under. And for some reason, it just makes a nicer looking petal. I had a cake the other day, and then Mitchell and Danielle, they just brought, at lunch, they brought home another cake. So we have lots of cake. So this one is going in the shared hole. So it's a little bit of a bigger space. And I'm going to put it in just a little farther into the zip tie than I did the regular space. So you can see there's the regular one. And then the one it's kind of over top. I put it a little farther down. All this does is just give it more volume and more dimension for your flower. And then when you're putting your flower petals in, if you do your serge factory edge the same way all the time, the factory edge will always be towards the right. So you can move around your petals so that you can always see the factory edge at the top. That's hard to explain unless you've made one before. But I wood burned this mesh, some of it, so we shouldn't see too many frays. So there's the right, and that is the factory edge right here. This is the cut edge. Oh, thanks, Barbara Craft. Then I'm going to put this in. Again, I'm going to do it a little farther down into the zip tie. And then there's the factory edge. I know you can't see it because it's black, but I'm putting it right over top. All right. So there is 32 pieces. It's a little overkill, but I like the look of all that black. I don't know why. I just do. And we have one more piece. So again, this is the large board. Thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. You can go on Unique in the Creek YouTube channel if you get this kit. There is so many different ways to make a 3-colored flower that if you don't want to do it like this, you can do the daisy chain would look spectacular with the black, white, and pink. You could do a Bubba petal. You could do the Star Trek petal. You can make your flower however you want. Okay. I've done the daisy chain petal to death, even though I really like it. I thought I'd try something different. So this is the Rita petal. All right, so there's the back. I have done all of row 2. Again, I want to reiterate, you don't have to do the in-between zip ties, but I do like how full the black is. Okay, next one we're going to do is the hot pink. My shoulder, I don't know. I thought it was better this morning when I got up, but I thought, this feels a little bit better. But, of course, as I'm crafting, it's not feeling the greatest. But we'll get through. Ooh, this is good. It's coconut pineapple buble. So we're going to do the pink and the white exactly the same. All right? Take your mesh, factory edge at the top left, bottom right. Take your top corner. We're bringing it down to the bottom corner. Lining up our edges. Again, if you do have some clips, you can clip the corner. These two top corners are the most important because that's what you see on the flower. You don't see this corner down, the bottom corner, you see the top two corners. So you can clip them, that way everything's lined up, that when you go to make the petal, I'm going to flip this under just a little bit, about 2 inches, and then go straight up the center. And then flip it upwards. Make sure both are the same length. Once you've figured out it's the same length, you're going to take your nub and put it in your zip tie, about 1/2 inch, and zip it up. And I'm going to put, this is the factory edge, this is the cut edge. I'm putting the factory edge over top of the cut edge so you don't see it. So it's a pretty easy flower, and it's fun to look at, especially this, it's with the sparkly mesh. However, you can, like I said, you can do it any way you want. You got 3 rolls of beautiful mesh to work with. You can make 2 complete flowers with the 3 rolls. So I'm going to put the sign on that came with the kit, but I'll also show you what it will look like if I put like a black bling rope center in. So again, there's my cut, or my factory edge. Make sure it's over top of the petal that has the cut edge. And then you don't see the any frays. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. It's very sparkly. And it's very big. So it's hard to believe. Well, this one's big. The size of it, even if you use only 16 black pieces, the actual diameter would still be the same. Okay? So it will make a pretty large flower. This one is measuring about 29 inches. Deco mesh has a mind of its own. All right, we'll put that in. This is the factory edge petal. Make sure that's on top. And do it up. There we go. Yeah, this one's fun because unlike the Bubba petal, if you guys all remember, the Bubba petal all goes the same way. So it all curves the same way. The Rita petal goes outwards. So when you lay them on top of each other, they kind of face almost like the claw petal, but this is this petal beside it. So it's a pretty cool look. All right, we are now on row 4 onto the white. This is our wide foil iridescent white, so it's really sparkly. And there's Wyatt, our backyard neighbor, calling for Duchess to come outside. And Wyatt likes to wake me up every morning. I did heat or wood burn. I did wood burn this mesh. Because it is Deco mesh, it will fray. However, you can just use a rotary cutter. Yeah, the dog rooster. Wyatt wakes me up every flippin' morning. I know, it's beautiful outside, is it not? Oh, I have the back door open. So wonderful. Our windows are all open upstairs. Scrunch, flip up, make sure it's the same length. We're going to put that right into the zip tie. Okay, that's row 4, so that's 8 on row 4, and then we're going to do 8 on row 5. So again, you want to put the factory edge on the top of the neighboring cut edge. Fabulous. All right. 1 second. I just wanted to grab a black wing center so I can show you guys if you wanted to make a second flower. Now you can pre-make all your petals by banding them. So you would flip it up. You can take your little rubber bands that you get in the hair section from the dollar store, flip it up, measure it, get your little band, and just band it, open it up, nice Rita petal, and then you can just toss it into your laundry basket. And then once all your petals are made, literally just pop it right into the zip tie. This is going to be stunning. Look how pretty that is. I love these 3 colors together. The hot pink, black, and white. This is row 5. This is our last row. I'm going to have one more to put in. Now, if you don't feel like wood burning your mesh, like I said, you could always do the daisy chain petal, which I've done quite a few times now, so you can find it on our YouTube channel. You can do the cone petal, you can do the bubba petal. There's so many different ways that you can make a flower with these 3 rolls of mesh. Alrighty, we are done. Okay, I'm going to clip these zip tie tails off. And that is our flower. Look how beautiful that is. And this is the back. Now let's play with putting some centers in. Now before I put my center in, I am going to go around and make sure all my petals are not stuck. So what you do is just lightly give it a little tug, because they like to snag on each other. but we want to see every single petal. So if you just go around and give a little tug, just to make sure nothing's snagged anywhere. I would burn some of the black, and like half the black, and the other half I didn't would burn. And honestly, I can't tell which one's which. So now I'm going to pull the pink, make sure. Because if you're going to put all this work in, putting all these petals in, you want to make sure you can see every single petal. See, that one was snagged. All right, and let's do the white now. Oh, I love these colors together. Oh, beautiful. All right, so our petals are all perfect. Now, I know, isn't it a beautiful combination? So in the kit, you do get the welcome hibiscus with a hummingbird. And if you're wanting to do a second flower, you can use a half ball with a black bling rope. So if you're ordering the kit, order yourself some of the half balls, the 4-inch, a thing of black bling rope, and look at that. Now this one I had bees because I just pulled it off a different wreath. But look how pretty it is with the black bling rope. The whole thing sparkles. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this. And then we have the sign. So we're going to flip this over, and I'm going to put my hanger on. So there's the Unique in the Creek logo. So right up the center here, I'm going to go down and up, putting a zip tie on here. You can use wire, you can use ribbon, you can use whatever you want to make a hanger. I just use a zip tie because I have a ton of them. All right, and then these 2 center holes is where I'm going to go down with my pipe cleaners that are on the back of my sign. So you just take one, go down, take the other one, go down. Well, I'm not going to pull too tight because the E6000 hasn't set yet. It takes about 24 hours to set. And there we go. We got a beautiful, this is stunning. I love it. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Especially for, it's a very pretty, simple, eye-catching flower. I love it. I love it. And then if you want to make a second flower that looks exactly the same, I'll show you with the bling rope on it. Even though it's got bees, you can have whatever you want. This one happens to come from a bee wreath. Again, we're going to put the 2 pipe cleaners down the center of the board. Super cute. Look at that. It's gorgeous. So you can make 2 flowers with the 1 kit. If you want to make 2 flowers, you're going to need another board, whether it be the large board or the small board, it doesn't matter. If you want the large board, it's going to make 28-inch diameter flower. And you're going to need a package of half balls and a package of the black bling rope. And then you can do two flowers, one like this and one with the sign center. Pretty cool, eh? Oh, geez. Louise, my legs are killing me. And there we go. Yes, it is. It's gorgeous. I love the black bling ropes in it. That's fabulous. All right, my friends, that's it. That's all I got for you right now. We are going to have a party later on. Not potty, party. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be Leah Cavender, who is the inventor of all the Easy Bow Makers. She is coming on. We are going to make some bows with her, some roses. She's going to show us how to do roses with ribbon. So get your bow makers out, grab some extra or leftover ribbons so you can make some with us. And we're going to have a bunch of prizes, and a few of our Unique in the Creek friends are going to be on live. And if you want to know what Tina Kelly looks like, you're going to have to come on live because she is coming on as well. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully we'll see you guys all later for the party. Bye, everybody.